Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. It's business as usual at Heart to Heart Hospice in Silver Springs. However, company-wide, the FBI is investigating the Plano-based hospice company under a sealed investigation. The local manager for Heart to Heart Hospice had no comment regarding the investigation when contacted by KSST Channel 18 News. She did say that the investigation is having no effect on quality of care given those served by the local office. The company describes itself on its website as providing quality care and supported services for people with a life-limiting illness. A spokesperson for the Justice Department in Washington, D.C. would only confirm that there is law enforcement activity and the details of the investigation are under seal. With 11 offices around the state, including Silver Springs, Mount Pleasant, Longview, Tyler, Lufkin, Huntsville, Austin, San Marcos, San Antonio, Boerne, Beaumont, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Sherman, the hospice company served more than 11,000 patients in Texas last year. It's among the state's largest hospice providers. Heart to Heart also has locations in Indiana and Michigan. Most hospices receive federal money under Medicare, the nation's insurance program for elderly people. 42 cases of Zika virus have been reported in Texas, none in Hopkins County. However, Collin, Dallas, and Ellis counties are reporting a total of 9 cases. Zika virus is spread to people primarily through the bite of an infected mosquito. All those diagnosed were travelers who were infected, then returned home without being cured. The Texas Department of Health Services is encouraging travelers, as well as those who go outdoors, to take precautions. Symptoms of Zika virus include fever, joint pain, and red eyes, also known as conjunctivitis. The illness is usually mild, with symptoms lasting for several days to a week after being bitten by an infected mosquito. People do not usually get sick enough to go to the hospital, rarely die of Zika. This means not many people will be able to realize that they've been infected. The Zika virus can also be harsh for women pregnant with a child. During pregnancy, the Zika virus can cause serious birth defects to a child. How do you prevent Zika virus? Primarily by using an insect repellent when you go outside. A heat advisory has been issued this week and remains in effect until 8 p.m. Friday. They have extended it an additional day. Temperatures continue to reach into the middle to upper 90s during the day, with afternoon heat index values around 103 to 108 degrees. All of north central and northeastern Texas are included in this advisory. Heat exhaustion or heat stroke can quickly occur to anyone participating in outdoor activities. Children, persons with health problems, and pets are most susceptible to heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Remember to remain hydrated and reschedule strenuous activities to early morning or evening hours.
We met the 3 final Dairy Festival Queen contestants on today's morning show: Anne Marie Winborn, Story Thompson, and Lemire Pryor. The excitement and the fun are building for Saturday night's Dairy Festival Queens pageant, so let's meet the girls.
My name is Anne Marie Winborn.
Okay. And you?
My name is Story Thompson.
Okay.
Lemire Pryor.
Okay, thank y'all for coming in. Let's start, since we're going to start kind of in numerical order, we have our last 3 numbers, 6, 7, and 8, so we'll start with Anne Marie if that's all right. And so please tell us who your parents are and I know you go to Sulphur Springs High School, what you like to do in school.
Well, my mother's name is Jennifer Lansu. I'm very involved in school. I'm in NTHS, NHS, Key Club. I do a few things through the ag program, cheerleader. Oh boy. Sometimes I like to do tennis, but I haven't had very much time to do that lately. Of course, academics. But
of course.
Yeah, and that's what school's for.
You've had a full high school career already. And so going into your senior year, you'll get to probably have to pare down on some of the things you've done to concentrate on others, but you are a varsity cheerleader.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we're going to have a great Wildcat season this year. Mm-hmm. And talking about your involvement with agriculture, you have that sort of as a career goal?
Yes, ma'am. I'm right now trying to decide between veterinarian or pharmacist, but I kind of want to combine them both and be a veterinarian pharmacist and work with animal medicine. But I don't know yet. I'm still figuring out the kinks in it.
Okay, good. Well, we'll come back to that and find out a little bit more why you centered in on that. But let's talk to contestant number 7, Story Elizabeth Thompson. Good morning, Story.
Good morning.
Well, you bring that microphone closer to you. There you are. That's good. And so you are also a cheerleader.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a cheerleader. Well, first, my parents are Jason and Holly Thompson. I'm a cheerleader involved in FFA, NTHS, NHS, take some AP classes, and so I'm really involved with the school as well.
And just in brief, what you plan to do later in your life?
I plan to go to Texas A&M University Commerce, where I hope to obtain a business degree and do something in the business field.
Okay, that's very, very good basic training. It was wonderful. Well, and we'll come back to more on each one of our contestants. Lemire, let me ask you as well about your parents and what you do in school.
My mom is Leonetta Pryor. I'm a cheerleader, varsity cheerleader, along with the other girls. Okay. I'm in Key Club, FCCLA, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. And each of you are starting your senior year.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to talk about last weekend. Last weekend was huge. Seems like if parts of it could be spread out, but no, everything is on the one big weekend at the start of Dairy Festival. So from going up in a hot air balloon, if you were able to do that, to your float building, to your parade ride, to your milking, tell me some experiences. Tell me some things that stand out to you in your memories.
Well, the first time I rode in the hot air balloon was that Friday morning. And I don't regret waking up that early. I had to get up like 5:15 or something. True. And that's too early for me. But just the view and the silence whenever you're up in the air and the morning sunset's rising or sunrise is coming up, it's really amazing. I loved it rather than going up in the evening.
I can see why people want to do that again and again because it is so peaceful up there. Any crazy incidents with float building or parade? Milking?
Well, the funny part is like the parade or the float building is supposed to bring you all together and like good memories and laughs, and it just didn't do that for our family. There was a lot of yelling and arguing, and I'm going to go inside right now. So.
Okay. But you worked it out. And
yeah, eventually, and the float looked good. So.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. And Story, tell me some of your experiences.
Building the float was a challenge, but it was really fun. My family made it fun. We worked together. We had a lot of planning going on, and then we just made it happen. And then whenever I went in the hot air balloon, I had been up in a hot air balloon, like went up and then come back down whenever I was like
a tether.
Whenever I was little, and whenever I looked down and I was like, hey, it's not so bad. Like, we're off the ground, and like I'm like hunched over, holding onto the basket like they tell you. And then the scariest was probably whenever you were landing, but we had a pretty solid landing, so that was good.
Good. Tell me, on your float, what was your theme of your float?
Ballroom dancing.
I saw that. Yes, that was lovely. And Anne-Marie, what was the float theme for you?
Mine was hip hop.
Okay.
Hip hop music.
That's right. And so, anything else crazy? Cow milking?
Cow milking. My parents won the competition. I didn't.
So do they come from dairy farms or something?
My dad, he would go and like milk dairies whenever people were out of town.
Okay.
So I guess that's how he knows. I went and we went to a dairy and I was practicing, and I did fine it whenever we were doing it. And then whenever we got out there, Tatiana got the same. I had the same cow Tatiana did, and it just wasn't doing anything. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" But it was a lot of fun still, even though.
Good memories.
Yeah, good memories.
You'll always remember this crazy year. Lemire, I want you to tell us some things that happened with you last weekend.
I didn't get to go in a hot air balloon because I was too afraid because I'm terrified of heights. So that didn't happen. But it was fun getting to like blowed up and like seeing all of them around. So it was really cool.
It was a beautiful Friday night, wasn't it, when they made that flight?
Mm-hmm. in the light show. That was so cool to me. And then milking a cow, that was fun. It kind of almost kicked me. So,
did you get very much milk?
I did. I mean, not a twin, but it was enough. It was enough. That's the first time I ever milked a cow too, so it was a fun experience.
Did your mom milk a cow?
She did with one of her friends, and they did pretty good. I mean, they're all right. And then for the float, that was fun. I had like a lot of milk cartons on the ground to like look like a breakdancing floor. That was my thing, breakdancing. And that just took a lot of time, but it was really fun making it.
So this will go down in your memory book or something like that, or maybe even, I don't know, you'll maybe tell daughters or something about this one day, and then they'll want to also be in Dairy Festival. Do you have anyone in Dairy Festival in your family past?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And you, Story?
My great aunt was actually Dairy Festival Queen, and my cousin was Dairy Festival Queen.
Who are they?
Marianne Murphy. She lives in Galveston. And then
you'll think of it.
I'll think of it.
Okay. And you,
and we're the only one of our family that's ever lived here.
Okay, good. Well, we're going to go on and talk about this coming weekend. Of course, I know you have had your interview with judges this week. Is that already done?
No.
Not yet. Okay, so you have rehearsal. Tonight is the big practice, and tomorrow is the dress. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about your talent. I'm going to ask Lemire down here.
Well, I was going to do a hip hop dance, but I changed, so I'm going to sing.
Okay.
To a song called Storm by Mia Ray.
Okay. Wonderful. And so you like singing?
Yes.
Do you sing in church?
Just mostly in the shower. Yeah. And the song that I couldn't find a acoustic version of it, so Peyton Howard's going to be playing the guitar for me while I sing. So
with accompanist, that's good. And I also want to ask you about your dress, your evening gown. Please tell me what it looks like and how you got it.
It's peach, and I got it from the same store that I got my 8th grade banquet dress and my prom dress and my hearts dress. So we're like, we'll just go there again and get another dress. So yeah.
So it's long, formal.
Yes, it's strapless and long. Yeah, you just said that.
Okay, so do you feel like you're going to be ready for Saturday night?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. Let's move to Story and ask you about your talent.
I'm going to be singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I will be accompanying myself with the ukulele.
Ukulele.
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody else has chosen that instrument, and I don't know if anyone ever has that I remember in interviews. Why did you choose that?
Whenever I've been wanting to play the ukulele for a while now, but about last September, I was like, I'm going to start playing the ukulele, and I got one freshman year, but I've never played a musical instrument in my life, and I started going to lessons, and then I loved it, and I've learned so many songs since September, and it's a happy instrument, and it's just really fun to play.
Good. I'm glad about that, because even if you don't have music from childhood up, you can still take on an instrument like ukulele. And so you chose Somewhere Over the Rainbow because you liked that song?
Yes, ma'am. That is one of the most beautiful songs on the ukulele that there is to play, and I love The Wizard of Oz, so I've always loved watching, whenever I was a little kid, we went to one of the plays, and I just love that movie a lot.
Me too. Tell me about your dress.
My dress is a coral color, and it has rhinestones on it at the top, really sparkly.
Okay.
And I actually did not go somewhere and pick this out. I actually ordered it offline, which that was good luck, I guess. And because it fits just right. And
great.
So yeah,
that's wonderful. Well, tell me one more thing. Do you feel like you're ready for Saturday?
Yes, ma'am. Ready as I'll ever be, like Lemire said.
It's going to be a really huge thing. And also because you're going to be in that beautiful new auditorium and on that new stage.
Yes.
So good.
It does. And the acoustics are awesome.
Yes.
Good. Well, let's talk to Anne Marie about your talent.
Well, I will be doing a contemporary solo. I've competed this solo a few times, and so it's the most recent solo I have in my head, so I just decided to do that one. It's called Home, but I don't know who sings it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Tell me about your dress.
All right. My dress is purple. It is a long evening gown, but it has a little bit of stones on the top, and it kind of goes like into a halter-ish thing.
Okay. Sounds beautiful.
It looks really good on, just saying. Just saying.
Well, we have so little time. I need you to tell me if you have had lots of help, like on the stage, to make your presentation. You feel comfortable and confident. The board members are helpful?
Yes, ma'am. Very helpful, very supportive.
Okay.
I have 2 big props, and anytime I need them, they're like, "Ooh, what can we get for you? I can help you move this here." And then he'll be like, "Oh, is this good right here?" And I'll be like, "Yes, that's fine." And he'll say, "Well, I need to move it over, don't I?" I'm like, "No, it's good right there." And they're really helpful, and that's really good.
Good. Lemire, while the mic is close to you, tell us who your sponsor is.
My sponsors are Grocery Supply Company and Sulphur Springs Imaging.
Okay. And Story?
Jordan's Place Pediatrics and the Junior Waverly Club.
Okay. And Anne Marie?
Saputo and Hopkins County Minor Emergencies.
Okay. And would each of you recommend running for Dairy Festival to, let's say, a little sister or someone coming along?
Yes.
Definitely.
My sister's already planning her float, and she's in the
Okay. Looking forward to seeing you on stage Saturday night. And good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Here's Don with sports.
The Wildcats 7-on-7 football team will participate in its only state qualifier tournament of the season Friday at Rowlett High School. As of Thursday morning, Wildcats offensive coordinator Matt Young said he had still not been notified of the opponents the Wildcats will play in pool competition. All competition will be Class 6A and 5A, and Coach Young said they would be the stiffest competition the 7-on-7 team had played this year. The Wildcats will play games at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and 11 a.m. Friday morning. If they advance into the playoff round on Friday, games will be at 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Coach Young said the top 2 teams will advance to the state 7-on-7 tournament in College Station in mid-July. He said making it to the state is a great goal for the Wildcats team to have. Teams can bring 20 players to Rowlett, and Coach Young said the Wildcats would be taking 18 or 19. He said they have molded the team to prepare for the caliber of teams they will be facing. For example, Coach Young said the defense will include more defensive backs in place of some large linebackers. He said defenders must keep hands off receivers, and with the rules favoring the offense, Coach Young said the Wildcats must score a lot of points to win. Wildcats Athletic Director Greg Owens said the first week of the Edge Conditioning Program has progressed better than ever before concerning getting things started and organized this week. Coach Young also said the number of participants is outstanding. He estimated Wednesday that 215 to 225 student athletes are participating, either in the middle school program or the high school program. Coach Owens said some more athletes may join in as they finish vacation Bible schools, camps, and vacations this summer. Middle School Edge will run through June 30th, and the High School Edge will continue through July 21st. And here are Coach Owen's estimates of participants so far. In Edge, 45 high school girls, 20 middle school girls, 20 7th grade boys, 20 8th grade boys, 80 to 90 high school boys in the 10th through the 12th grades, and 30 9th grade boys.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.